Hi everyone, welcome to our chat today. My name is Letia. I'm a client liaison manager here at VA Central, and today I'm chatting to one of our lovely VAs who works for one of our clients in London. Hi Renee, thank you so much for joining us today and chatting a bit more about what you do for your client as a virtual assistant. Can you maybe elaborate a little bit more about who you are and your experience and what you do day to day?
Sure. I've been a VA for the last year. I've been working for my current clients in London for the past 7 months. I'm their brand and media manager, and I have been in digital marketing for the last 9 years.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you know your thing. And how have things been going within the market at the moment, with another interest rate hike that we just had? How's business going?
London has its own market, so we haven't seen much of a drop. I think lots of other parts of the world are having more trouble than we are. London is always busy with supply and demand.
Oh, that's good to know. So what are your day-to-day tasks consist of as a brand manager?
So what I do is I get our message out there, our brand and who we are as a company. So I do all of our social media content. I write scripts and ask them to record videos for me. I edit the videos. I do a lot of website optimization and updates. I do blogs. I do newsletters. I do all kinds of design and anything that is to do with our brand as an estate agent and getting us out there.
Okay. So why are blogs and newsletters also very important? Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Sure. So when it comes to the blogs, I think the most important part about that is this SEO, which is the search engine optimization. If you are Googling for a specific topic, it is very good to have your SEO through your blogs correct and on point, so that if somebody is Googling sort of in your area, estate agents in a specific question, if you have the correct search engine optimization, then they will find you organically without you even having to pay for search and marketing. So that is very important to getting the name out there, which is what you want in marketing.
Okay. It's very interesting. Thank you so much. And then also with regards to the marketing side of the properties, what does your role entail? What do you do exactly there?
So what I do mostly is I do the listing of the properties, and I do the photographers. I book the photographers to go out to the properties and go and take the pictures. Then they send back to me. I do the listing of the properties on our platforms, on our website, and then that also goes out in our newsletter that we send out to our database.
Okay, cool. So my main reason also chatting to you today with regards to the specific role that you have as a virtual assistant is I also want to get a little bit more insight on what the best platforms are that you can use in real estate in the UK to market your properties. Which ones would you recommend and why?
Okay, so I think the UK has quite a few different platforms that they can use. So what we use mostly is Rightmove and Zoopla. They both have very good search tools that you can make sure that you are looking for a property in your specific market. So within price range, within area, whatever you want, the search tools are very handy. And we use that very often. I think most people in the UK, if they are looking for a property, Rightmove or Zoopla is the first place that they go.
Oh, okay.
Other places that we also market our properties is, as I said, on our website. So we make sure that it's always up to date and that the properties that we have on hand are on the website. So those that have been sold or let out have been removed. So that's a constant update that we do. And that's where a virtual assistant comes in very handy, so that you know exactly what is happening, and then you keep it all updated, so that people don't call in and ask about a property that you actually sold a month ago.
Of course, yeah.
But that's what I do. I keep everything up to date.
Okay.
We also use social media. So I do a lot of posts with walkthroughs if we do a video of certain properties that are coming on the market, or I do posts of a new property that we have that has just come on. So social media comes in very handy, because if you have a specific follower, or follower base rather, that is interested in property in London, they are on your socials and they see properties as they come on, which is very instant, and very handy.
That was going to be my next question. I was going to ask you a little bit more about that side of the marketing. So do you also do all of the Facebook ads for them, for your clients, and
Yes, like
Instagram?
Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. We use Twitter too. So yes, we use all of the different platforms. We are also just stepping into TikTok.
Oh,
So we
really?
are going into TikTok now, because we have a person that is working now in the office that would be able to help me to make the content, make all the videos. So she
Yeah.
is now sort of our office assistant and helping me with creating the content where I can't be with my camera.
Yeah, I think TikTok is actually growing quite a bit now, in this industry as well. Generally, it was mostly like influencers and food and things, and I myself am guilty that I can sit on TikTok and watch totally relevant stuff because it's just so entertaining. But I did find a lady the other day that also is in real estate in the UK, and she started using that as her platform to show properties, and she actually went viral, and she's getting so much feedback from clients. So it is actually quite interesting to see how TikTok is growing with Facebook and all of the other platforms.
Video is becoming the new marketing tool that everybody has to use. If you're not using video, if you're not doing either Reels or YouTube Shorts or TikTok, then you're not relevant. People won't see
Yes,
you and that you exist.
I do agree with you 100%. I actually had a meeting with a client yesterday. I also did a little bit of research with regards to marketing in general. And if you really go look at the stats, like 90% of the buyers now are millennials, and millennials do 90% of their buying online. They can do literally buy properties through looking at pictures. They love to do everything virtual. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it does also then again become an advantage for agents where they can employ more virtual assistants to actually do that kind of work for them. You don't have to have someone in office to do marketing and videos and all of those kind of advertising for your
Absolutely.
business. And you also save on overhead costs. So I think again that also becomes an advantage for us in our industry. We can be anywhere and we
If
can
you're
still
not
do the work.
online, if you're not online at the moment, it doesn't really matter which industry you are in. If you are not online, you're not relevant. And I think that the people that are buying, that are selling, that are your consumer in general, doesn't really matter which product you have. Marketing is sort of the same.
Yeah.
And online marketing is supposed to be your number one go-to tool.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And especially with everything going on now, rather up on your budget and your marketing instead of thinking, let's save on costs and pull away from marketing. So, you can save
That's
some
the
money.
last thing you should ever, yeah, that's the last thing you
Survival of
should
the
ever.
fittest. Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. I also wanted to ask you just a little bit more about how you go about doing like the processes that you yourself um, work with your client, if I can ask in that way. Like as a virtual assistant, I think sometimes, especially agents watching this back, might worry about the communication gap, thinking if somebody's working remotely, how am I going to constantly be in contact with my virtual assistant? We know there's no problem there. Regardless of what role we do, we can pretty much do anything for an agent that does not require us to be physically present, like a valuation or a viewing. But I think sometimes they worry about the communication. So how do you do communication with your client?
We have calls very often. We use WhatsApp, I think, most of all. So it's instant messaging all the time. If they want something done or they have a question or I have a question, we have a group. We've got a WhatsApp group and we just ask or give answers on that WhatsApp, which is very instantaneous. Also email. So if there's something a little bit more detailed, we do emails, but we are always in contact. I think that I've got more photos and messages from them than I do from my own family, because we are in contact so often. I've sort
Yes.
of become part of each other's family.
Yes, it's a very good relationship that you build, isn't it? You're really part
It
of
is,
the
it's a very
team.
tight, it's a tight relationship, yes, because
Yes.
there is so much trust as well. I'm not there specifically, but if I ask them to do something or I need something done, they are immediately there to answer me and give me the attention that my project needs, as much as the physical client that's in the office.
Yes. Okay. And with the marketing, do you ever have to actually communicate with any of the vendors or the landlords that you work with or that your company works with? Or do
Um,
you have a specific person that you answer to in office and then it goes from there?
well, no, I do speak to vendors, landlords, tenants, especially when it comes to the photography of the property. So if they need photos done, I need to make sure that the landlord is aware of when we are going to the property. I need to make sure that it suits the tenant and that the place is actually in a state to be photographed. So some people don't always leave their houses in pristine condition every day. So if we need to go to a house, we need to make sure that it's in tip-top condition before we go and take photos. So yes, I coordinate with everybody. Because we're a boutique estate agency, so not a massive corporate company. So we are a very tight team, and all of us have communication in between all of us.
Okay. Then I also just wanted to lastly ask about that, because I think that's also a question that could be in the back of the minds of some of the agents watching this back. The way that you communicate. When you speak to landlords and vendors, do you phone them? Do you work via email?
Yes.
Do you also contact them
No,
on WhatsApp?
I contact them on email and per telephone. So on my telephone, I have an app which gives me a UK number. So I phone them from our office. So I'm phoning them from our office number, and I explain to them that I'm Renee, phoning from the estate agency, and that we want to arrange A, B, and C. Then they can also on their cell phone see our office number, and they can call back if they have another question. And if somebody is in the office, then they will take it. If nobody is in the office, any calls that go to our office get diverted to my phone. So I'm always available because I'm always in my office. So if they're all out on viewing, then and somebody wants to know about a certain property that they saw on Rightmove or Zoopla, then the call comes through to me, and I just take a message. I email that through to the agents.
Yeah, always covered.
Always covered.
A little bit of a laugh side of things. I know what I've previously experienced, because I obviously also have a UK number. We have a web system, WhatsApp business. There's so many platforms that you can use working remotely as a virtual assistant. Are any of them ever surprised when they find out that you are South African and that you actually don't
Yes.
work directly in the office, but you have a number and everything like that?
Yes, so many people say, "Oh, I'm so jealous. I wish I was in South Africa." And I try to tell them, "No, now it's winter. You've got it better than I do at the moment. Now it's cold here."
Yeah,
They think
yeah.
South Africa is always beautiful and sunny, but sometimes it's cold too.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It's exceptionally cold for us at the moment as well. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to kind of bring that into our conversation, because a lot of questions that I get when I chat to clients are the fear that there won't be, sufficient communication, or they sometimes also think working with virtual assistants means that there's like a network of VAs and everybody does work for everybody, where we are completely different. So I also want to bring that in today. If you're watching this back, if you're looking for a virtual assistant to help you within your business, like Renee, that can do brand and social media marketing and everything for you, or even anything else that you might help with, administration, property management. We've got so many roles that we cover. Our VAs are bespoke VAs. We don't have a network of ladies and gents sitting in the background and they're all working for everybody. We find you somebody that is ideal for your business, that will fit in with your business. And every VA that we get on board with has really put their heart and soul into their role as well. So if you ever have that fear of thinking, well, I'm going to get someone on board, I would like the help. I know it's going to be more cost effective for me, but how many people are they working for? When we find you a VA, we find a VA for your business and your business specifically. So you don't even have to worry about that. Like Renee also mentioned, the platforms that we do make use of will be like a VoIP system where you get a UK number, so it looks like you're phoning from the office. When the negs are out in the field, everything can be diverted to your virtual assistant so they can cover that side of things for you as well. When they have to log into any of your platforms like your CRMs, Rightmove, Zoopla, we make use of something called LastPass, where your passwords are encrypted, so everything is also very safe and secure. So I thought I'd just throw that into our conversation today, because I know from the experience I've had chatting with clients, these are some of the questions that always come up. So I thought it would be ideal to just kind of mention it today as well. So
Yes,
coming back to what your role is there anything else that you would like to mention that we haven't really covered yet with regards to the platforms that you recommend? I know Facebook is also one of the best places to do your advertising on, whether it's pay-per-click or organic. We had a meeting the other day where we actually found out that some of the people actually got rid of some of the other platforms because of the conversions that they are getting on Facebook, like the quality leads. What is your take on that? Can you elaborate a bit more from your side there?
What I would say is it depends on who your customer is. So it depends on who you are targeting. If you are looking for tenants, then you will find that some platforms give you more tenants than others. If you want to then more focus on that one platform, then that is where. So start with everything if you don't have a social media presence already. If you are going to start from scratch, then start with everything. Put your heart and soul into everything and see what works for you and your company, and then do more of that.
Okay.
So that's what I always say. Whatever is working for you, do more of that.
Yes. What works best for you with tenants? What would you recommend works best in your area, say London based, for tenants, and what works best for vendors?
Well, both of those. We do offline marketing too. So I design any offline marketing that we do, and then also anything like Zoopla or Rightmove works very well for us. But when it comes to social media, our best by far is Instagram. We've just got much more of a following on Instagram than we do on Facebook. It just does better for us. I think it's more of a urban thing. The fact that it's London, more people are on Instagram.
More cosmopolitan and more,
very much
fits in better.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's quite interesting. Thank you for telling me that as well. I learned something new today. So if you're in London and you don't have Instagram, I suggest you get on board, and if you need someone to do that for you and you want a lovely virtual assistant like Renee that can do all of your social media marketing and your branding, please click in the link below, book in a discovery call with myself. I would love to help you manage your business and your time better, and also save some money, especially with everything going on at the moment. I think that's all for today. I think we covered quite a bit. Thank you so much for your time, Renee. I definitely learned something from you as well. Nice. Yes. And if you need any other help, and you might have something in a different field, like you need some administration work done, or you just maybe need a cleanup, or somebody's going on maternity leave, we do offer different type of packages. We don't just do certain roles. We can also cover your staff when there are when somebody might have to go on maternity leave or sick leave or on a very long sabbatical or anything like that. We can help you with that as well. Anyways, I think that's all from me for today. See you guys again soon. Thanks for joining, Renee. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.